Online marketing has affected our marketing operation dramatically. In the past, we had a media mix of television, of radio, direct marketing, print ads, and we had a little bit of outdoor, outdoor and local advertising broadcasts as well. With the advent of online and search engine optimization, we moved into it slowly and now are into it in a very, very big way. The leads are very targeted. We're working with a number of providers, and what they do is they generate leads for us. And the leads have got to meet the criteria that we've set and they've agreed to. So our leads they're less expensive than broadcast advertising, etc. Well, the online advertising with the lead providers, we'll go to a company, and there are several here at this conference, and they would like to provide leads for us, and we'll give them a criteria, and then they will go and use their pay-per-click program for the most part, and then they'll work also with affiliates, and they will generate leads for us that meet our requirements and send them to us, and we will follow up with them. And there's a combination of online for our online program as well as campus leads. And we have seen that the costs range anywhere from $30 to $50, $60 per lead, and that's a good lead. Now, we evaluate everything at Berkeley. Everything has a source code. So every time we utilize media, we have an idea when people call in, what the source is, how they first heard about Berkeley College. And we can then develop and ascertain what the ROI is on each of the various media. We've got a very, very well-developed program, and it works pretty well for us. Well, if a student were to ask me, interested in coming to Berkeley College, we have a terrific record of success. Our mission is to empower students for successful careers. And there are two components to that. The degree education, associate or baccalaureate degree, coupled with the career preparation. And we have a number of benefits that we call the Berkeley Advantage. Small classes for more personal attention, professors from the professional world. Now, other schools have some of these same things, but then we go down and we have 20 career placement officers. We have mandatory internships, which are monitored and managed by the school and by the employer to make sure the student is getting what he or she is required to get in his field of study. And then we have a graduate employment rate of 90%. So we're a big secret. We don't spend a lot of our money in advertising with broadcasts, which is awareness advertising, but it's all lead-oriented. It's all trying to develop prospects. Now, if a student were interested in Berkeley, I would tell him or her, it would all depend on what kind of lifestyle they had. Whether they would come to a campus. We have 8 campuses in the New York area, and we have a very vigorous, rigorous online program. Our online program is also unique in that we give terrific student support. It's the same level of student support that one would get if he or she were a campus student. We're 24 hours. We have people around who are helping the student if he or she needs help. And of course, the online program is very flexible. Being that we have such a successful campus program of educating, preparing, and then seeing our students go on at a very, very high percentage into business and professional career situations. We offer the same thing on the online program, but it has the added flexibility of doing it outside the campus. Now there are combinations too. Because we're in the Metro New York area, many of our adult students work, and we might come in on a weekend, evening, sometimes during the day. With the added advantage of the online program, That can be mixed in on what we'd call a hybrid type basis. So they could take courses, a combination of them online, a combination of them on the campus, at a campus, or all online. But you get the same level of support. We have a high level of student support. That sets us apart. Well, if you look at these pay-per-lead providers, many of them of whom are here, and look at the, this is just basic, at the pay-per-click. Pay-per-click would mean you would go to Google, for example, and you have an ad that you want to run. And you want to run it, I say, all colleges in New Jersey. And you would have in the text, Berkeley College, high graduate employment rate. So you would want to run that on the Colleges in New Jersey page as one of the sponsored links. And it might be, you'd like to be number 1, 2, or 3 near the top of the page. And the cost, it's almost auction bidding. You would pay $3.60 or $4.50. The higher the cost, the higher the placement. And you want to be above the fold. You don't want to be able to scroll down underneath. So you want to be at the top. So you might, a provider that we might work with would do this and which would pay these fees, $6.50, $3.30, whatever it might be. And then they would get the lead for us. The lead would come in, colleges in New Jersey, access that, go to a landing page for Berkeley College. And the landing page would describe what was the advantage of Berkeley, or the advantages. And for more information, to fill out your name, address, and phone number, and other criteria we'd set forth. That would be filled in, that would constitute a lead. That lead would then be forwarded to us to follow up, whether it be an online lead or a campus lead. And we might be charged $35 to $45 for that, but you can see they only paid $3.50 or $6, and whatever the cost was to get the lead up at an appreciable level, and then be charged. So you can see the money that they're making here, and we don't have the time to be doing this because we have an awful lot of other rigorous things to do in the marketing area for the school. So we hire providers like that, and that's, you can see the returns they can make with many, doing this for many companies. No, I just see that the search business is changing dramatically with the online program, with the pay-per-leads, with the providers, and they're becoming more and more sophisticated. And clients such as ourselves are becoming more demanding. We want leads. We want when a lead calls in that he or she sets up an appointment to come in. Not just, and at a high percent, we have our own goals. And if they don't make that goal, for example, then we talk to the provider about using our copy, using better copy, and the need to hit that. And many of them do, and many of them don't. So because the world is so filled with these companies at this point, although they can be making money, we can be a little bit more demanding too in requiring them to meet our goals. So we're constantly working with them to improve their conversion rates, at the same time try out new ones.